It's Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, the Thursday edition, brought to you by Domino's Pizza. I'm Star Sports editor Ryan Finley. Here with Greg Hansen, we are on location. Not a bad place to work this week, huh?
Boy, would you like to be playing golf right now?
It's 70 degrees out, a little bit of a breeze. It's just great here at the golf club at Dove Mountain. We're here for the WGC Accenture Match Play Championship. But Greg, before we get to golf, I want to talk about Arizona basketball. Wildcats won last night at Utah in overtime. What did they show you?
I think they showed me what usually happens at this level of basketball. They let the other team lose, and they hung in there. Utah lost. Arizona picked it up, and that's happened so often this year.
It's funny, another game goes to overtime, and this time the Wildcats were able to finish. So what do you think the added edge was there in the final 5 minutes or so?
I think it's something as simple as they'd done it before, and Utah hadn't, and I think Utah coughed it up. Not to belabor that, but Utah hasn't won a big game since 1998, and Arizona's won a lot of big games this year.
Sure, which is ironic too, by the way, since ASU a week ago had played in more overtime games than the U of A. It seemed as if maybe they had a little bit more composure down the stretch.
That's true, but then last night ASU goes to Colorado and almost predictably can't close the deal, and Jermaine Marshall scores 7 points after scoring 29 against Arizona. They're not used to the big game against big-time teams.
Sure. Well, let's talk about Colorado for a minute. The last time they were here, Arizona won, and post-game, Xavier Johnson, one of their players, mentioned that it was going to be on when Arizona went to Boulder. Fans locally kind of laughed, but since then, Brandon Ashley, 2 losses. Suddenly, you're going into a very dangerous place to play.
I think it's the toughest road venue in the Pac-12 right now. I've been there the last 3 years, and it really is. It's like the old WAC days in there. But Xavier Johnson got Arizona's attention. He didn't have to do that. Wouldn't you have loved to have been there when Tad Boyle talked to him when those comments were public?
Oh, I know. It's just, you don't poke the bear,
And he did, and then maybe Arizona won't win, but they'll, for a change, Arizona will give their best shot to Colorado instead of vice versa.
Sure. As a brief aside, what's your favorite place to watch a basketball game in the Pac-12?
Pac-12, old Mac Court. I know it's not there anymore, but that was nothing compared to it. McHale Centers is the next best. And it's a little warped when I go because they're always there playing Arizona, a ranked team. So you always see the best of the crowds. I mean, I've seen Washington State be as hostile as Cameron Indoor Arena. But Colorado's special, and Utah's going to be that way. Right now, I put those two up there.
Yeah, the added elevation, too, doesn't make it easy for visiting teams.
No, I mean, Arizona's lost both games there since Colorado joined the league, and it's going to really be tough tomorrow.
Absolutely. Well, moving on to golf, Greg, you had a great column earlier this week about the future of the match play tournament. For those who don't know, Accenture's sponsorship of this tournament is likely going to end after this year, meaning that the PGA is likely going to look for another destination. But, Greg, you had some great insight the other day about sort of what drives this train and, why is this tournament looking to leave and what could happen for the tournament to stay.
I think it's as simple as Accenture has worn it out. They don't want to throw any more money in the pot. They've 21 years. They've thrown about $200 million at the PGA Tour, and apparently they're done. Their lead guy's not here this week, and he's been here for 7 years.
Sure.
That leads me to believe Accenture is truly done, and now the pressure's on the tour to get $10 million from a new sponsor.
Sure. Is there a chance that this could be back next year?
I do think the conquistadors believe about a 10% chance.
Okay.
It's going to take a lot of time to set something up at a new venue. And if the sponsor delays it all and being implemented, we'll find out Sunday.
Sure.
I think there's a 10% chance, and the conquistadors say that too.
Greg, as we stand here, we're early in the second round of play. I'm going to give you a chance to pick a winner.
Well, can I still pick Steve Stricker? I know he's back in Wisconsin now, so I'll go with Jordan Spieth.
Jordan Spieth, young American, 22, 23 years old?
He might even be 20.
Oh, you feel old? Because I feel horribly old when we talk about a 20-year-old golfer.
Well, I hope he's getting his ID checked.
Excellent. Well, that'll do it here from the golf club at Dove Mountain. This is Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Domino's Pizza. For Greg Hansen, I'm Ryan Finley saying, see you next time.
At Domino's, we're slowing down to make our handmade pan pizza the right way, taking our time to hand press the fresh dough into the pan, adding 2 layers of cheese, and slowing our ovens down to get the crust golden and crispy. So try a Domino's handmade pan pizza with 2 toppings for just $7.99.